Hey you guys, welcome. Welcome to Psych to Go today and welcome to the new year. This is Yuri Choi here, and today I'll be going live with my book and doing some chats around setting some intentions for the new year, as well as reading some poems and some passages from this book today. Hi everyone, welcome. So as you guys know, I love doing this. Please let me know where you guys are logging in from. I would love to hear from you. Hey you guys. So I believe you guys are all coming from all over the world. We see Ontario, Pakistan. Ooh, it's going really fast. It is so good to have you guys here. So today I wanted to set more of a calmer tone so that we can really get intentional about starting the new year together here. And I know all of you guys probably had your own New Year's Eve somewhere and brought in the new year. And maybe today we can set some intentions moving forward to kind of reset the new year and the beginning. Northern California, UK, England, all over the world. I love it. Love it, love it. Music is a little loud. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. So you guys, while you are chatting away and sharing where you're coming from, share with me a little bit. What are you grateful for right now in this moment? And what is your one word of intention for the rest of 2022? I've been really thinking about this. My word of intention for the rest of the year, or I should say for the year, is flow. What I experienced in the last couple of years was massive expansion, massive growth. And this year, I'm really excited to call in a little bit more flow, a little bit more gentle expansion. So that's what I'm excited about. What are you guys excited for this year? What is your one word of intention? Share with me in the chat. I love it. You're grateful for yourself. You're grateful to be alive. This is all beautiful. Your word is progress. I saw you. Music, family. You're grateful for life. Glow up, hope, love. Slow. I love that. Music. Oof. That's amazing. Prosperity. That's really awesome. BTS. I saw that. Harmony, family, truth, artist. Wow. These are such beautiful words. Happiness, love, peace, consistency. And some of you guys said, I don't know. And if you don't know, take a moment right now and you can set that intention in this moment, real time, right now. You're grateful for being different, peace of mind, keep the faith. I love that. Growth, change, success. Yes, this is the year. I love it. So you guys, for a second, let's do this. Go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. If you guys have ever been on one of these with me before, you know I love doing this. A little bit of meditation here. Share with me. Close your eyes for a little bit and imagine that you can see this word that you just set forth, whether it's family, whether it's love, food, positivity, all the words that you guys chose. Imagine that you can see this word glowing in golden bright light in front of you. And check out the frequency of this word. And see if you can take a moment to tune into that frequency, whatever that is. Maybe it's a little bit more energetic. Maybe it's a little bit more calm. Whatever that word feels like to you, tune into that for a second. Energy, yes, I love that. So imagine that you can see this word, you can feel this word. Maybe take a bite of it. What does it taste like? What does the word that you just set for taste like? What does the word smell like? What is the energy of this word? And see if you can really get connected to that. Calibrate your energy to that word for a second. And imagine that we do a quick time hop to December 31st, 2022. And you have created a year where you got to manifest and create that word, whatever that word is, exactly the word that you put forth. And imagine how good it would feel, how grateful you have felt in the last year, have created this intention and really manifested this intention. What does that feel like? And how amazing and expansive would that feel? Yes, and tune into that for a second. And when you can really fill your entire body up with that gratitude, with that energy, go ahead and gently open your eyes. And we'll come back here. You smiled instantly, yes. Did you feel your energy expand in that moment? Really recalibrate to that word that you chose? Yes, it feels like the best hug ever. It feels happy, you feel calm. This is all really beautiful. So now your body has created this feeling. You can always come back to this feeling, this intention that you set forth, to see if you ever need that realignment throughout the year for the next 360 some days. So you get to come back to that as often as you can. And for a moment, before we really dive into the new year, take a moment to think about something that you're really grateful for or something that you're really proud of from 2021. What is that for you? Was there a moment where you got to really step into a moment of courage? Was there a moment where you had to do something differently? Was there a moment you had to do something scary? And regardless of the outcome, can you just really connect to that one thing that you're proud of or you're grateful for? And share in the chat if you like what that is for you. Yes, yes, yes. Starting your new job, writing a novel. Yes, that's amazing. Proud of that. You managed to let go of your toxic ex. Okay, congratulations. Making room for something new. Being able to learn how to code, gained your confidence, your mother. Beautiful. I love that. Getting 900 views. Oh yeah, fighting for health workers to listen to you. Beautiful. Reading more books. Awesome. That's amazing. Failure. I love it. I'm grateful for lots of my failures as well. So that's amazing, you guys. So this is a moment we get to really celebrate what's happened in the last year. Now we get to literally turn the pages to the new year with that intention leading you for the next 362 days. For some of you guys, maybe 361 days. Will there be a chapter in this video to ask questions? If you have questions, feel free to answer in ask in the chat or even in the comments below, and I'll get back to you guys later if I miss it. I am grateful for you guys as well. I'm so grateful to be here with you in the new year. So I'm just checking out some of the comments here. So one thing I wanted to share, and this is why I'm here today. One thing that I'm really grateful for this year, or I'm sorry, last year, is my courage to finally publish my book. It's something that I've been working on for the last 3 years. And when I actually created this, outline for this book and started to write it, I had this vision. I had this vision of specific people, whether they were, doing something and all of a sudden they remember that they feel alone or they feel unhappy, they feel sad, they feel like they're kind of, lost in this rinse, wash, and repeat cycle, and they need a direction and they happen to find this book. Or, maybe they're moving through something and it's really painful for them and they need that, little bit of light to get through, and they happen to find this book. And so for me, this book has a piece of my soul, a piece of my heart. I also have some, my poetry here that I'm going to share. And I've never, well, I wouldn't say never, I've shared a few times, but here I've never shared any of my poetry. So I'm really excited to share some of that with you guys as well. So my book is called Creating Your Own Happiness, and I'm actually going to grab a different copy real quick here. So this is the book here, you guys. Sorry, I'm back. Didn't leave. So this is the book, and it's called Creating Your Own Happiness, Your Practical Guide to Fulfillment, Inner Peace, and Spiritual Freedom. Yeah, so if you want to buy the book right now for the next couple of days, ebook is only $2.99 US, and if you want to order the hard copy, it's $23.99. So you can do that. And so my intention for this book is that it's something that's going to divinely find exactly in the moment that people need it. Whether it's they open up, to a random chapter, it's exactly the message that they needed. Or you can read it chronologically from chapter 1 to 33. It'll walk you through this process. There's a lot of journaling questions and everything, so I think you'll really enjoy it. And if you guys have met me here or on my channel before, you probably have an idea that, I think you'll have an idea of what this is about. So today, if you don't know, I'm going to share some of the excerpts here. And I'm so excited to be a little nervous too, to be honest, to be a little nervous because this is like so close to my heart. So I'm really excited. I'm honored to share some of this with you guys today. You guys ready? If you guys are ready, let's say I am ready to create my own happiness in the chat. And when I see the stream, I'll get started here. I'm ready to create my own happiness. Love it. Love it. Oh, this is so powerful to see, actually. I know a lot of you guys are in the healing process, moving through some powerful healing journeys. And to see this, it's really, really beautiful. So thank you. You are your happiness. That's cute. I like that. All right, you guys. So I'll start with chapter 1. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll start with a little paragraph here. You had a 1 in 400 trillion chances of being conceived, but here you are. Have you ever wondered how amazing it truly is that you're alive right now? Do you know that your existence is a miracle? Let me remind you what happened from there. You were inside another human's womb for 9 months, where you magically grew a heart, hands, feet, mouth, and eyes from essentially nothing. Then you decided that it was time for you to be born. So you detached from the womb, called home for all those months. You just innately knew, even though you didn't know how to walk, talk, run, or anything yet. You just knew when it was time to come out to the world and started breathing. Don't you see? You're a miracle. So that is the beginning of the chapter. I remember reading this somewhere that, there's such a small chance that we should have been conceived at all, that we literally were a miracle just to be alive, 1 in 400 trillion chances. And here you are. What are the chances that all of you guys are here right now sharing this moment across the world? I mean, that's a miracle. This moment is a miracle. So that's how it starts. Now, the next one I wanted to read is actually from chapter 17. When you guys think about this idea of being normal, what comes up for you? What does it mean for you to be normal? So, an extrovert, boring, accepted, like everyone else, happy with no anxiety. You don't know? Great. That's all great. I think normal is an illusion, right? It's not an actual concept of any sort. So I'm going to read you guys a poem here. And if you've ever felt in your life that you're not normal, or that you don't know what normal is, you don't know how to be normal, this poem is for you. Are you willing to die from the illusion of reality before you die from your physical body? Are you willing to let go of the illusion of reality that you and I are separate? Are you willing to see that a life without suffering is not the same as a life free of pain or pleasure, but rather letting go of the resistance from pain and pleasure and all experiences in between? And when you let go of the resistance, what's left? Who's left? Who are you really? Are you willing to be so courageous to let that truth of you shine and lead the path? What does your soul authentically want to express when you tune into that truth of yours that shines so bright? Can you be inspired, not stay scared of that truth? And I'm going to read a little bit of this chapter here. So this is, if you guys are just joining, this is my first book. It's called Creating Your Own Happiness. And this is chapter 17. So we're talking about freeing yourself from this illusion of being normal. What does it mean to you to be normal? Why did you choose to go to college if you did? Why did you study for the SATs if you did? Why did you get your first job if you did? Do you know? I ask because these are things that I grew up thinking was the only way to be normal. And I didn't even know why. I never questioned my definition of normal for a while. I once met Jose, a 17-year-old who had already published 12 books about social media marketing and had his own agency by the age of 17. He lived in Puerto Rico and was already able to hack the internet business world at the age of 17. When I was 17 years old, I was in high school studying for the SATs, trying to figure out which college to go to because I thought that was the only way to live life. I wasn't even thinking about what kind of impact I truly wanted to have in the world, or what I want to do with my college degree to fulfill my purpose in life. I didn't know I was supposed to discover my life purpose in high school or college. I followed this prescribed path of college, job, and retire. Then after college, I got a corporate job. I didn't really know why. I just thought everyone did. It was what my parents told me would be the best for me. I considered it to be normal, especially coming from Korea. So I followed the norm because the thought that I could do something different didn't even cross my mind. Then I started seeing some friends taking very different routes from what I thought was possible. One friend was a videographer, creating amazing commercials and videos and traveling the world. Another was a YouTube influencer. Another was a speaker and an author. The frequency of these stories showing up in my life from my closer connections started to increase, as if the universe's message to me was getting louder and louder. Then one day, it hit me like a brick wall. I love writing, I love creating, and I love helping people to think of new possibilities. What am I doing at this corporate sales job where I'm not doing any of those things that light up my soul? So then I decided to quit, and I decided to accept the universe's invitation to step into my power. We always have the choice and the power to decide whether we want to follow our intuition or purpose versus chase the external ideals of being normal. We have the power to create our own rules and free ourselves from any beliefs that keep us small and trapped. By owning that we're responsible for any decision in life and that we have infinite power to create whatever path we desire, we start to feel empowered, knowing we can truly achieve freedom from whatever we think is trying to keep us caged. It is up to us to let that happen or not. It is up to you to play bigger and outside of the cage of quote unquote normal. I choose freedom over and over again, over focusing on trying to fit into a societal cage now. This freedom offers me so much joy and adventure and zest for life, knowing that I'm creating my own reality. Yeah, so what did you guys think about that? What are your thoughts on being normal? And if you don't feel normal, can we celebrate you? I'm going to catch up in some of the chats here. Yeah. No such thing as normal because we're all different. If you don't feel normal, that means you're just unique. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Normal is not having panic attacks every day. Well, I wonder who you're going to become by overcoming that challenge for you. And that you're going to be very unique. So I'm glad that's resonating with you guys. And I'm honestly having a moment right now because this is my dream. This is my dream come true, to be honest. I never thought, and by the way, you guys, if there's a dream of yours that feels so freaking distant, realize that there was a time in my life, if you would have told me that I would be in front of 8 million people potentially reading my book that I wrote in this particular lifetime, I would have said, that's crazy. That would never happen. And in just a few years, I was able to really steer my own ship towards a direction that I want. And here I am, creating this moment with you guys right now. So this means the world. I'm so grateful that I get to share this with you guys. I get to have this moment with you guys from all over the world. It's actually really incredible. So before I go on to the next one, yes, I wrote this thick book. I did. And I actually had to cut down a lot of chapters from it because it was getting a lot. So yeah, being normal is kind of lame, to be honest. I agree with you. Being normal is boring. I totally agree. So share with me what's resonating with you. How will you choose to be unique this year? Normal is mundane, yeah. And if there's something about you that you thought was abnormal about you until now, can you start to look at that in a really, powerful way? Like, that's something that makes you different. If you're having thoughts that is different from all the other people, that's a superpower. I mean, there's Elon Musk who wants to go to Mars. I mean, that seems pretty abnormal, right? However, because he thinks that, he's making it happen. By the way, I believe he also has either autism or Asperger's as well. So some of the smartest people in the world are abnormal, or some of the richest people in the world are abnormal. That's why they're so unique and powerful. So yes, okay, you guys, I'm going to read one of my favorite poems that I've ever written. This is about love. This is about love. This is about emotions. So, ironically, this book, which is about creating your own happiness, is not just about being happy. It actually gives you the permission to feel whatever you feel, knowing that anything that you feel is actually okay. It's a guide, it's a teacher for you. So I'm going to read this poem. Hopefully it'll resonate with you guys and start to make sense as I read this, and you start to understand the meaning of emotions and love here. Okay, you guys ready? Here's the thing. Everything is made of love. Everything. Every emotion is a shade of love. The opposite of love isn't fear. Fear is a shade of love. For if you didn't love something, you wouldn't fear losing it. The opposite of love isn't anger. Anger is a shade of love. For if you didn't love, you wouldn't get angry enough to protect it. The opposite of love isn't disappointment. Disappointment is a shade of love. For if you didn't love, you wouldn't put an exciting expectation on it. The opposite of love isn't jealousy or envy. For if you didn't love, you wouldn't envy enough to want what they have. The opposite of love isn't hatred. For if you didn't love, we wouldn't hate how far we've strayed away from our true potential, our true ideals of love. The only true opposite of love is lack of participation in this universe. Because when you're not here, when you block out these shades of love and you disconnect and hide, then we can't see you. We can't experience any colors of love, any colors of you. So come play in this playground where all emotions are welcomed and you're allowed to get messy. And here, all expressions of you are celebrated because you can't fool us even if you tried. All colors of emotions are just reincarnations of love. So don't be afraid. I see you. When you fearlessly paint the world with all different shades of love, that's how I know you're a child of God. Your love is abundant in all your expressions of who you are. So be here, be with us. When we color together, when we get messy together, we're just painting this canvas, this universe, with more love. It's like you're in shroom. Okay. All right. So you guys, so many beautiful discussions happening about the word love. I love this. I love that you guys love it. I'm just reading some of these comments here. I want to create my own story. Being able to live beyond the stars and watching your own story unfold is something amazing until somebody rips you down because you're doing something you love. Well, that seems like it's another challenge for you to overcome. You know, it's like a video game. It wouldn't be fun if there weren't nothing that challenges you. It's just another challenge. Are you up for it? Never thought there was normal. Japanese, okay. Love is a shared identity, and thus patience can be the opposite of envy until you realize how much you're like others. Okay. So no matter what, if it's normal, okay. So yes, thank you for your feedback. I actually have the chat on slow mode today, so I'm trying to actually read it because typically I'm like, oh my gosh, my eyes hurt. Oh, thank you, Mia. Thanks for listening to my posts and listening to my videos. You don't have to like challenges. You don't. You're allowed to do whatever you want. I am on Spotify, yes. Stress around people, any advice to overcome this? Okay, you get stressed around people. Well, what is your meaning about people? Is it because you're afraid that they're judging you? Or what is it about being around people that stresses you out? And just because it stresses you out doesn't mean that it's abnormal, just a thing. And if you can actually accept that, wait, maybe it's okay for me to be stressed out around people once in a while, then actually what might happen is your nervous system might actually start to calm down. You get less stressed. And as you guys know, I think, I work with actually stressed out entrepreneurs and high achievers who are seeking, that inner peace and freedom. So one of the things that I suggest, and you guys know this if you've been on my live stream before, one of the things I really would like to suggest is to meditate. Even for like 10 minutes a day, it would allow your nervous system, your body to actually calm down. And stress is actually a physiological response, so it could really help you. Can emotional support animals help with anxiety? You always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Great. Aw, thank you. I love you too, guys. I appreciate y'all. Okay, should I read one more? I'll read one more if you guys would like. If you want me to read one more, let's say, I am ready to have the best year ever. Go ahead and write that in the chat. And I'll get started soon. Woohoo! I love it, Neuron. Good to see you. Ready to have the best year ever. Ready to have the best year ever. Yes, yes, yes. Can you recommend any good meditation apps? I believe there's something called Calm. I don't actually use a lot of meditation apps. I listen to music. I listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza. There's a ton of beautiful meditations for free on YouTube as well. I have some on my channel. There's millions of others. You're ready to have the best year ever. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So this is kind of like a poetic story. So I'll go ahead and read this for you guys. It's called My Conversation with the Ocean. That morning, I realized how disconnected I've been feeling from my own soul. That day, I had been burying myself in my studio apartment in Newport Beach, where I listened to and learned from my mentors, training videos and audiobooks, trying to fill my brain with as much information as possible. I was leading with this masculine energy of building, achieving, and succeeding. And although I would meditate every day for a few minutes, it was more to just check it off from my to-do list than really connect with myself. I woke up at 4:50 a.m. ready to take on the day and achieve. Another day with masculine energy taking over. Then as I was making coffee and going into doing mode, my lack of feminine energy hit me really hard, and I thirsted to connect with myself for a moment to find balance. So I changed my plans. I put everything down. I left my cell phone at home and just started running towards the ocean. Started running in silence. No audiobooks, no music. To realize how much I haven't been listening to me, my own beautiful voice. I bombarded myself with information and knowledge constantly, literally falling asleep, listening to audiobooks, reading, taking in so much information. Yet, I haven't let my soul and brain breathe to really listen to me and let the extended silence echo back to remind me of my own voice in a long time. Well, I thought, I'm so glad I'm going for this run. When I reached the sand at the beach, I climbed onto some big rocks to be close to the waves and the abundant ocean. Wow, I forgot how hungry I was to connect with my soul and nature. I sat down on this big, sturdy rock, still a little wet from the morning dew, and made myself comfortable for a meditation session. I started matching my inhales and exhales with the waves crashing and the tides coming in and out. I started to feel the breeze and the saltiness of the air tickle all my senses. Before I knew it, I fell into a deep, meditative state. And in my trance, I started a conversation with the ocean. Me, I'm so thankful for you. Your tides coming in and out, matching my breathing, and I feel so connected to you. You remind me that you also breathe just like me, and you're also alive. These big rocks ground me. I love the weight that you are able to share with me to create the stability and grounding. Your waves crashing against these big rocks remind me of how courageous and majestic you are. I can taste the saltiness of the air. It reminds me of my own tears I've tasted once. It reminds me that you have the wisdom and depth to understand me. You're so full of love, nurturing, and abundance. I'm so deeply thankful for you. You're a healer, you're a nurturer, you're so beautiful. And then this is the ocean speaking back. So glad you're here. I've missed you. Let me ask you, did you always feel that way about me? Me? No. There were times in my life when things got really difficult and I'd come visit you, and your rocks felt cold. You were so big and I felt so small. You seemed to carry on your days so majestically, with or without me, and I felt lonely being in your big, indifferent presence. Ocean, have I changed? Me? No. Ocean, I've been doing this for thousands and millions of years. The changes I've experienced in the last few years, or maybe decades that you've been even alive, are minimal. So what's the only thing that's really changed? And I found myself saying, me? I've changed. I'm the only thing that's changed. Ocean, what you see in me is what you see in you. What you see in others is what you see in you. Right now, what you see is your own growth and change. What you see is your own courage, your own beauty, your own majestic presence, and your own being. I'm just a mirror. I'll be here as I am for a long time, and I'll always be here to mirror you back to you. I fell into tears, for this realization was so powerful, and I tasted the salty ocean on my lips as I opened my eyes. And I said out loud before I started running back home, thank you. I'll be back soon. So this book ends with a little journaling question each chapter. And the question I have for you today that you can take home is, when was the last time you felt deeply connected to nature? Where were you, and how did that connection to nature impact you? How does your connection to nature increase your happiness and peace in your life? So that ocean mirrors, yes, Bryce, I love that. So those are some passages from my book, you guys. If you guys would like to order, it is on Amazon. You're more than welcome to check it out. I'll go ahead and include the link here if you'd like. Also, feel free to find me on Instagram and follow myself, as well as follow Psych2Go on Instagram. Love to stay connected. I'm so glad that you guys liked it. Again, actually, I've done many of these live streams. I think this is the first time I kind of started to feel a little nervous, because this is like my baby. I've been birthing this book for like 3 years. So it means a lot. And I really hope that it, goes out to the world and, helps whoever it needs to. So thank you. We love you too. And we're so glad that you're here. Thank you, Nuran. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked the design. Yeah, I liked it because it kind of was like a Zen-like thing. So my question for you guys is, So this is actually a fun little story. Initially, I wanted to name my book Finding Your Own Happiness. And as I started to write this book, I realized that it's not about finding it. It's about creating your own happiness. So I know you guys have your own intention for the year. And I also invite you guys to think about how will you commit to creating your own happiness this year? Because once you commit to that, you can actually, create that, just like anything in your life. And trust me, if I can do this, if I can write the book and publish it, which I never thought I could, I really believe anything's possible. I really do. Not only for me, but for all of you guys, every single one of you guys. So that is my message here today. Let's send Marlon some massive burst of love. I think Marlon can use some love today. Marlon, we love you. Anything is possible, yes. If anything was possible, what would you guys do this year? If anything was possible. Yes, nature is a wonderful way to keep grounded and all that. Yay! So much love. See, now we're love bombing Marlon. I like it. Oh, we love you too, Sado. Thank you for being here. So you guys, I love these hearts because they're making me so happy. Was that helpful, you guys? Self-care is important. I totally agree. And 1 is my favorite number, sober girl. If you could, you'd travel to Japan. Okay, that's totally a possibility. I want to go to Mars, so, I think Japan's a lot easier. Would love to write a book. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. It is such a powerful process just to really get your thoughts on a piece of paper. And, for me, after I wrote this book, which I pretty much wrote the whole book in the first 90 days, and I had to really sit with it and make sure that I believe all the principles that I put here, because it's kind of easy to just write it out. But then when the words kind of stare back at you, you have to be like, okay, am I really a person who can speak about this? Am I really someone who's aligned with what I'm saying? So it takes a whole process. So it was a really beautiful process of expansion and growth. So you're working on yourself, doing better with your anxiety and depression. Thank you. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Jolmev. I hope I'm saying your name right. You would also go to Japan. Japan's really popular today. You go to Mars. Say hi to Matt Damon for me. It's a great movie. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. How are you guys feeling? Was that helpful? Did you feel a piece of my soul as I was reading some of this? Because that is my intention. Yes. Thank you, Mia. My throat is a little dry today. Good, good, good. Awesome, you guys. So, thank you, Lucas. I really hope you enjoy it. You're feeling calm, good. You say it's because of me, but it's because of you, because you decided to show up here and you decided to feel calm. So more props to you. Yes, this really helped. Great, great, great. You're feeling great right now. I love it. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Amazing, you guys. So I will definitely be back this year, as you guys probably know. Thank you, Nora. I love you. David, thank you. And Zara, thank you. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hello, flickering lights. You're here a little bit towards the end. And this should be available for replay. So take a look at it if you guys would like. Other than that, let's have the best year ever, you guys. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here. Again, thank you for supporting my book today. Just by listening to me and giving me feedback, that support, if you guys want to go check it out, that support, any of it is super appreciated. So I really appreciate that. It is. I believe it's shipping around the world if you have Amazon available. And also there's ebook right now only for $2.99 as well. So if that's something that you're not able to get physically, that's also a possibility that you can get it through Kindle or ebook. Oh, I love it, you guys. Yes, I think I will do an audiobook for it as well. Y'all are inspiring me, so thank you. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much. And Happy New Year. Yes, Happy freaking New Year. I'm so excited. Yes, 2022. I have a feeling 2022 is going to be awesome. I really do. Amazing things are going to happen. I am actually writing a poetry book next as well. So, wizard, you must be a wizard for real. All right, you guys. So again, my name is Yuri Choi. I am an author now, I guess, and I'm a performance coach for entrepreneurs and high achievers. Feel free to follow me on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Would love to meet you there. I typically do these monthly lives. Today it was a little bit different. As you guys know, it's typically a little bit more energetic. And today I got to share my creation. Thanks to the Psych2Go team allowing me to do this. I really appreciate you guys. And let me just tell you, and by the way, I'm trying not to say you guys anymore. I'm trying to say you all. You all. Psych2Go team loves you guys, loves you all. Psych2Go works so hard to deliver these powerful videos for you, to help you guys stay informed, as well as all the things that we're doing. And we're on a mission to eliminate any kind of stigma around mental health and also bring more healing to the world. So we're grateful that you guys are here. And why you all, not you guys? Because I think some people think it's like I'm literally saying guys, which I'm not. It's just a habit. So I'm trying to say you all. Yes. Love you all. Pick a person in the chat right now, do a little @ and give them a word of encouragement before we finish this today. Make someone's day, please. Monthly live streams, yes. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nuran. Love you, Nicole. Hugs, Zara. You guys are awesome. Oh, that's so sweet, Jonathan. I love this word of affirmation from Meep. Aw. Yoshi says, Calvin, Happy New Year. That's so sweet. Al, you're inspiring. Stay safe. Thank you for being here, you guys. You all see what I'm doing? Stay safe, stay healthy. Love y'all so much. You are all awesome. Totally affirm that. All right, you guys. Well, have a beautiful rest of the day wherever you are. I'll be back here soon within the next couple weeks. Other than that, I love you and I will see you soon. Feel free to comment below in the chat if you're watching a replay and you have any questions for us. We're here for you. All right, love you guys. Bye, y'all.